Hello, I'm Retro81, also known as Ryan Michael Salazar. And what I have here to present is just basically some old relics, new relics. I don't know, but they're like this is my closet, what it looks like, and so it's a few jackets I have, some Shenmue jackets. You can see, you see this American flag here. Now, if you know, you follow Dion's Fabrications, there's a yellow border around the flag there. And to elaborate on this jacket, this is actually what one of the karate Dan instructors wanted to give to me. And that's the first one I had, which is my Kyosanim that I always mention and refer to in my videos. He actually was trying to give me a jacket, but I was too spiritual in my beliefs. And as a martial artist, also, I want to quote that as a martial artist, I was too spiritual in myself and I didn't accept this jacket. But this is what it would have looked like. It would have looked like this with a big tiger on the back. This tiger, I received it in the mail, came from China. I think there was is it a girl that sent it to me? Yeah, I think some girl sent it to me, this tiger. It's a nice, beautiful tiger. How about that? And so you know, there's a lot of things you can order online, and people do appreciate your orders. Well, this American flag, the reason I changed it to a white border is because it's like this is symbolizing that I can and have the ability, or I had the ability, or I still do have the ability to take initiative and rescue someone in need. Like if someone is suffering or they need something, this shows that I can help save lives. Kind of got that in a manner of speaking. Somebody was playing a prank on me. I won't explain it, but that's why I changed the border. And another reason I changed it was because, well, probably primarily the reason I had in mind was because I did all these moves in fight choreography in Shenmue as a white belt. Now, see, my Kyosan M Don teacher was going to give me a jacket that was smaller than this. And actually, it was too small for me. I should have accepted it, but I didn't understand, how to behave, as a martial artist or anything. All I know is that I was too spiritual as a martial artist and in religious perspectives as well. So I didn't accept his gift. I didn't know better. We all make mistakes. We all don't know better sometimes. I wish I could have accepted his gift, which I could have, but I just wish I could go back and accept it, but I can't do that. That's 28 years ago that he tried to give me this jacket in 1995. One representing like this on Dion's Fabrications. You know, I want to say the jacket in the UK, United Kingdom, England, it has a dark brown border. Now, as you can see, step into the light here, that's a black border around this jacket. And I'll explain what this means again. This is because this jacket right here is because Ryuzuki and I had a conversation with my Dan instructor that I studied ninjutsu, which is not true, but you know. And then okay, so this is like the rising sun or the rising star, North Star. You could probably imagine that. And I've got these flags here, the blue and white. Now, maybe nobody will believe me about my story and claims of Shenmue, but this is my interpretation to the best of my knowledge. Because I do the moves, and I'm the only guy online to do these moves first. Why is that? I'm an honest, noble person. That's part of the reason. and I'm just telling the truth basically. Okay, so this here, okay, what was I gonna say about this? Ninjutsu. The reason I told my dance instructor I study ninjutsu, which I didn't, and I told him I had a black belt in American karate, I made this up, and I'll just be honest. I lied. You know why I lied? Because I wanted to get in. I wanted to get in the door of Hollywood. I wanted to get my foot in the door. I wanted to get in there, and I wanted to be a martial arts movie actor one day. I knew I was stepping into opportunity. Now, let me explain this. You know how Mr. Jean Claude Van Damme, and I don't really want to compare myself to him much, but I have to explain the way I had this body that I had for Shenmue and the way I did the moves. These moves came out of me spiritually. That cartwheel kick that is known as dragon spin, that came out of me spiritually a few times in training at Region 5 in Lincoln Park, Michigan, Subak Do. That just spiritually came out of my body and my mind to do cartwheel kick, aka dragon spin. So, you know, yeah, I want to clarify that with that, regards and regarding that. But see, Jean Claude Van Damme, he was my inspiration when I trained karate. When I was, I'm American, and when I had the first opportunity to train karate, I watched his movies again and again and again. Kickboxer 1, Bloodsport 1, Kickboxer 2 with Sasha Mitchell as well. And there's one move he does in there it's like a step front kick. Kind of reminded me of double storm, but a single storm like Akira. Yeah. They use that for Jin Kazama. And okay, so I watched these movies. Part of the way I got spiritual in martial arts, good at martial arts, I kept, watching Jean Claude Van Damme on a VHS that I recorded, and I don't have the tape anymore, but I recorded that. Me and my brother recorded this, and we recorded this VHS, which is, consists of Bloodsport 1, Kickboxer 1, Kickboxer 2, and yes, so I would watch these movies again, again, and again. Every day after school when I had nothing to do, sometimes I'd be tuning in the Power Rangers, and it would be on the channel that I was going to put the VCR connected to. So Power Rangers or in VR Troopers, Power Rangers will be starting up before I put the movie on. And then that's part of the reason how I did this. I'm a 90s guy. Like I'm born in 1981, and when I came home from school, the year was 1995. I was 14 years of age, and I'm in junior high school in a community called Melvindale, Michigan. And kids sometimes there were some kids that were didn't understand me, so they sometimes kids don't understand they can be mean, and if they're mean, well, I guess they're just being mean. And they may not realize how mean they're being, but they're being their own, people anyway. Okay. So yeah, ninjutsu, whatever. I felt like I could, I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't know how to say this. I just wanted to say something or whatever so I could get my credit for doing the Shenmue and that. But yeah, I'll admit I was not completely honest, but I am the guy. I am definitely the guy that my Dan instructors and through the United States Subakdo Mudo Kwan Federation, and also known as the United States Tang Sudo International Federation in 1995, they used me. They used my fight choreography. They used my looks to create Shenmue, the image of Ryu Hazuki. And I had a certified certificate degree, like as a certificate. And my Dan teacher, my Kyosan M, changed my name on that to Ryu Hazuki. I was supposed to go to Japan. So that is very true. But I don't know what it's going to amount to because, um, you know, there's been a few people in my life that didn't tell me who they really were. And I forgot who they were too. Now this here, this is like the fan. This is a fan base or whatever you call it, fan jacket. Where is it made? And I kind of wonder why it's made here too, in some manner of speaking. But I don't know why. I guess it's made here because a lot of clothes are made here anyway. Is that legible? Made in Pakistan. Yes. A lot of clothes are made in Pakistan, Bangladesh, South Korea. They're good on, threading and clothing, or what am I gonna say? Tailoring, making clothes. That's the right word. It takes threads to make clothes, and they tailor it too. This jacket here, I used to wear this in school, in elementary school. Detroit Tigers. Had a few home runs, RBIs. Used to be a baseball player when I was a kid, and this is the jacket I would wear outside for recess. That's what I'd wear. Probably some stains on here where I wipe my snot off my nose. Never understood my breathing problems growing up. That's part of the reason maybe I can cough just like Shenmue. Oh, they made me that. Okay, this jacket here, this Helix jacket, and I know it's Helix brand, but maybe from Kohl's, whatever, doesn't mean nothing. But what does mean something about this jacket is this jacket here is actually what my Dan teachers, and I believe that they use that for making Yakuza 6. Yeah, there's a part in the game where Kazuma Kiryu's wearing a jacket tailored just like this, but it's supposedly supposed to be leather, I believe. Looks like this. He's fighting some guy, it's a Japanese guy, getting drunk in his underwear, in his briefs, better term, in his briefs, and he's drinking wine or champagne, whatever. And then if you win the fight, Kazuma Kiryu, when he's winning, he's fighting him. But if you win the fight, he takes him down. I don't know what happens if you win the fight, actually. But I just know that he's wearing that. He's fighting a Japanese dude. And, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so this here, Guess 81. I received this from my brother. And he, see, even though it's this, I used to be a fan of University of Michigan, the Wolverines. I don't know, if I'm just, how to say this. I'm in Michigan. I'd rather be in California than being in Michigan. So I'm not really, neither nor much of a fan of Michigan, U of M, Blue, or the state of Michigan. I'm just here anyway. I've always intended to be in California or Florida or Texas, somewhere different than here, but I've had setbacks, and I've had people in my life that they're not accountable for what they do, I guess, and the law lets them do what they want and they get away with it. And there's people that are not held accountable for their actions, even if it's illegal or if it's copyright infringement or whatever it is. They just get away with breaking the law. They can do whatever they want. They may be girls just spreading their legs. And nope, there you go. I mean, it could be girls. And then we got control. They can manipulate the professors, and let's just do that, and I can do whatever what the hell I want and get away with it. To me, it's just, screwy, like screwed up, not right. I mean, when a girl deems a guy worthy of that, of her giving him sex, then, or whether it's to get ahead in life, that's what I believe. It just gets girls ahead and they do what they want. And yeah, they can get away with that and make a fool of me. That's what I believe is, I need to have a court hearing for this. I don't want to take money from, a mother or a woman or a girl or someone that's female necessarily. I don't want to have to really go that route. But you know what? I'm really, 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 really quite offended because I'm supposed to be Shenmue. And nobody told me they were going to play this prank on me. Just listen to the song, Undead Noid. You were played for a fool. They claim those lyrics in that song. And yeah, I've got the fight choreography of Shenmue in my history. But there's also VHS videos recorded in history that show me doing a whole lot more moves and wearing a white belt doing them. See that? Not a black belt, but that brown, dark brown bordering around the eyes, that's in my eyes. Because they made me Ryu Hazuki in that year, 1995. And I had certification about that. I lost my memory. There's a time somebody gave me a flash of red light after a colonoscopy at age 15 or 16. And I was supposed to lose my memory over that. Maybe that worked. How will I know? I don't know the government, what their doings are, but I can remember getting a colonoscopy at age 15 or 16, and there are 2 or 3 guys, and they gave me a flash of red light. Looks like that bullshit from Men in Black. And I call it bullshit because, that's what screwed up my future. I wanted to be a martial arts movie actor. I wanted to be Shenmue. Yeah, I mean, people might laugh at that, but that's what when I see Men in Black and I see that little thing that's, puts that red light in front of your eyes, I think of that time after a colonoscopy. But I don't just say these things every day. People think I'm insane, think I'm crazy, think I'm totally nuts. That isn't true. Because why else would I say I'm Shenmue from Detroit Tigers. Well, tiger on the back. All I'm going to say about the drawing of this, I mean, I think I might know a little more than I'm supposed to know, but I'm not retarded. I don't lose all my memory. I'm not that stupid. You can't, do that to everyone, right? Or who's you? The USA, the government? I don't know what I'm supposed to say about it because I'm also American. This year, imagine if Ryuzuki was coming around and what if he's doing a cyclone kick? There you go. Okay. So I don't know what kind of angle. Let's see. If he's okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. This is a right cyclone kick. Yeah. Because if he's standing in fighting stance, he jumps around, and this is the back. This is a back roundhouse kick. Okay. So that's a right cyclone kick. You didn't know that, did you, everybody? This here is a jump right cyclone kick. You can do it at either 180 degrees, 90 degrees perhaps, or even 360 degrees, depending on how good you are in karate at the time. Take your pick. Geometry. Go to school. Do your homework. It's not a waste of time. My My own father taught me geometry and basic math in the 8th grade. That's one of the things I learned. Some trigonometry, geometry. Never really used it much, but I use it in karate. Okay. So I've got, these things. And this is a jacket. I'm planning on making another jacket. That's a double XL. These are only single XL. I'm planning on making another jacket for Shenmue. I was believing I was going to use these jackets for like cosplay at first. And I had them tailor this actually right in my community of review. It's called Nong and Pa. I don't know why I was going to say namaste. Because of the Nong and Pa. It just confused me. But Nong and Pa review, they did a very good job. Very happy with their work. Yes. And, how to really say this? I am this Shenmue guy from my history. Now, I know I've kind of, it's like, I don't really know if they can even find a better guy to be Ryuzuki than me, to be quite honest, really. Because I'm American and I can act like I'm, Japanese with a Japanese accent or even any accent. I can act like this guy, Ryuzuki, if he was living in Japan. All you gotta do, lip sync, do a little Milli Vanilli. But I'm not Milli Vanilli of this. I'm not copying, Sega. No, Sega copied me through my Don teachers, and they don't just say that. That's a real official claim that I'm trying to make official, but it takes time and it takes people, on board to claim this for you. So without me, basically, I believe that they wouldn't have had Shenmue pretty much at all. I don't know, like if they wouldn't be such a cool fight choreography, because let me explain this about the fight choreography of Shenmue. If you just go about, basic, like if we just take a basic Japanese style, and this Japanese style only has moves from like, basic, general, or even Korean style. It depends, it's all depending, but this style is supposed to be an American style to me because it has Muay Thai in it, it has Taekwondo, it has Subakdo, or else also known as Tangsido or Tungsido, which is more defensive than offensive at like the kicking strings that are Taekwondo and the Hazuki style. Notice those kicking strings are offensive. TKD, Taekwondo. Notice there's boxing. It's all how you apply these martial arts to be the martial arts where you want to be. How do you apply it? Same with karate, same with judo, same with ninjutsu, tai sabaki, like that, the way you manage your body. They've got a little of all these things. And what's funny? I think that, well, I don't think, but I remember doing some of these moves with my ninjutsu instructor later. And somebody's been collaborating and finding out these things. I don't know who's been finding out how that let's teach Ryan these moves. I believe some masters or somebody in the background has been having me do these moves for Shenmue in my ninjutsu class as well. I did ninjutsu Byakukai. Then we converted to Genbokan ninjutsu. Genbukan, it was, first it was Togakiru Ryu, and Byakukai was the clan or something, or the group, I don't know. And Byakukai here are like, older, are they an older generation of the ninja? It might be. Flips are great, but flips are gymnastics. Okay, so yes. Now, you know, yeah, martial arts has different, aspects of it that are not only like, it's not considered martial arts. Like a flip, that's considered acrobatic, like circus stuff, like gymnastics, even like dance, or, kind of like dance, but, and then you're talking like what? Dance, ballerina. Oh, no, I meant to say ballet, or then there's capoeira, that's a dance martial art. It's all kind of similar. But, for Ryosuke, to do a flip wearing a jacket like this, I guess it could be done. But when he's flipping in the air, I wonder if his jacket will like kind of come over his head like a girl losing her dress in the midair, coming over the head. But I mean, it may not. But you never know. For Ryozuki to do flips are cool. I have to admit. That's the flashy stuff. Like flashy stuff that looks good on television. It looks good on TV. Let's do it on TV. But Shenmue to me was not supposed to be intended for kids to watch and to enjoy. To me, it wasn't because the way I did the fight choreography was so brutal and violent if I used my full power and potential. That's why I just don't really agree that Ryuzuki should do a flip. I don't agree with that, actually, to be quite honest. But he's, doing moves that are, simulating kind of similar, emulating almost like a flip. Like the dragon spin is like that, but these kind of moves take talent and they take, training. They take training. Okay, let me explain this to everyone. The training at Subakdo, Lincoln Park Region 5, I don't know where they get off. And I'm not pointing fingers at any one Don teacher or anyone necessarily, but whoever's in charge of that, where do they start thinking? How do they think that, it's right that they deny? I don't know. I don't know actually if they're denying my training or what it is really, but to me, and not giving me the honor and respect I deserve from that degree. See, this tells me that this girl I dated played a scheme on me, and maybe the teacher, Kyosanem Savoy, I have to say her name to be specific. You guys knew each other, and did you guys play such a scheme on me that you denied my degree? And I did all these moves so perfectly and well for Shenmue, and you and that, Bach, whatever, you guys did that to me. And why do you guys think you're, you know, right to do that? Why do you think you're just? Why do you think you're better to do that? Why do you think why are you right to do that? Is my question. And then you make a song called Undead Noid, and I don't get nothing out of this. I don't get my compensation. There were my royalties that Bach took. And then why don't I get that? Bach took it. The next door neighbors that were related to you, Savoy, took that. Who took my royalty money? Where did that go? Did it go to the community I'm living in here? I moved from Melvindale, Michigan to Riverview, Michigan. Where did this money go to? You see? Am I delusional? No, I'm not. But I don't know, hey, nobody wants to make someone look bad, and nobody wants to look bad. Now, how do you guys think I feel? How do you think I feel looking bad? Because you guys say, oh, you say that I'm this and this and that, and then you guys think you're so much better. I'm the first guy to do these Shenmue moves. And I remember my Kyosanem didn't do it. He tried doing it with those Dons. He couldn't do those kicking strings. He was going to lose his balance. I remember seeing him doing it in class. Maybe he can do it now. He couldn't do it. And I remember he could do a spin back kick better than me. I couldn't do it really well. But then I could do it. I acquired that talent. Maybe my Kyosanem acquired the talent of the 3 kick strings. How do I know? I don't know. But see what happened, I remembered my Kyosanem. And I eventually did that spin back kick pretty good. And that's part of Subakdo, Tangsudo, Taekwondo, the spin back kick. And what happened, seemed like that tiger looking over his back. Wonder if he's going to do a spin back kick. But this is what I'm saying. When you're around other Dons, your power is contagious. It's spiritual. And then, I don't know which Don picked up on my strings, but I'm trying to wonder and imagine. So I'm looking at all these games, and then considering Yakuza also, I'm adding it up. Oh, they call that code name in The Man Who Changed His Name, Dragon Gaiden. Your code name will be Joe Ryu. One of my teacher's first names kind of sounds like that. I don't like saying names, but here's the problem I got. I didn't get my money. I didn't get my royalty money. I had a degree, and I did the moves. Now, I don't want to necessarily take money, like I said, from a family, from a mother, from people that have grandkids or kids. I don't necessarily want to take it back from them. Listen to what I said. Take it back from them. What I would rather do, I would rather claim it and get money from the game industry. And this is going about Bandai Namco's Tekken also for Jin Kazama. Now, I did the moves. They copied my looks. I spoke to the manager. He claims that, because they copied your looks, because they copied your moves. And if he says, if you think there's a Don teacher that copied your looks, copied your moves, you need to, not I need to do anything, but he said, if you think there's a Don teacher that copied your moves, copy it, and then you think he's copying your moves, but one thing for sure, he didn't copy my looks. Because the look of this body is definitely mine from that year, 1995. So, I don't know how else to explain it. I'm trying to get compensation, money, which would be a good amount of money. I'm trying to live, trying to eat, trying to survive. This house I'm living in is with my parents. What am I supposed to say about this? I'm a man. I'm wanting a sex life. Yeah, I don't think I'm nobody. That's for damn sure. I don't think I'm nobody. No, that's why I want to leave Michigan. That's why I don't want to stay in Michigan. I've got people that misunderstand me, and I can tell you this much, people that misunderstand me from Riverview High School. I'm a spiritual martial artist. My religious beliefs or backgrounds that are from different religions have no correlation to my being a spiritual martial artist as much as it means to honor. And that's why I don't like people making fun of me, and I don't like people disrespecting what I've done for Sega, what I've done for Japan, firstly, and then what I've done, I provided a service. I did this you can call me an ambassador pretty much for the military, this country. Because where I train is Region 5, and that's a military campground. Call me like that. I did a service for Japan. Where's my money? Where's my compensation? Do I need to be put on the veterans list? And I'm not joking at all. Should I get money from being a veteran? Should I say that I'm a veteran on my application for a job? I'm taking this to a federal level. What am I going to do? You're going to put me in jail saying I'm not a veteran? Should I take it that far? I kind of wonder and think, maybe I might as well say I'm a veteran. because I did all these things at a U.S. Military campground, a base, and campground, it's all base to me. But I did these moves there. They used my moves. I might have been a minor, but I did this as Ryuzuki, the 14-year-old guy that's got a military body. And, maybe my talent for some time was short lived, but without me, you wouldn't have Shenmue. Okay, and I'm doing these moves. There's proof out there somewhere. If it's not another state, another part of Michigan, or my ex-girlfriend's possession, that was a fake relationship. I'm not going to say I'm sorry, but I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing, because if I say nothing, then I get nothing. And what did you think? What did you expect for nothing? People call me Elvis in school, Riverview, Melvin, they call me Elvis Presley. Well, I used to have hair, or I do have hair, like Shenmue, Balding, Spalding, Starter, all those Nike brands, those Reebok, all that. Yeah, I'd be cool if I wore that crap, but I don't care to be cool. I always knew I was Shenmue. So what do people have to say about that? Nothing. Take all the money and get away with it? They got to sue the state? See, this is the problem I have. I don't get the respect I earned and I deserve. I'm just trying to claim that money, and I'm trying to make a career as a fight choreographer, as a movie actor or something, or as an extra at first. Somehow, some way, I've got to do something. And, I had to do something. I knew I had to make a living when I was 14 too, but this is my history. This is what I've done. And I'm Retro Zuki 81.